Jasmine with Farmhouse in the Suburbs, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how we get our kids to save money and what they do to earn money quickly. From the time that we started having children, we knew that it was going to be really important for us to just make sure that our kids understand the value of saving money and understand financial information in general. Sometimes I feel like school systems and even my parents didn't really prepare me for the real world. One minute you have to raise your hand to use the bathroom in class, and the next minute you're an adult who has to be out on their own. I wanted our kids to not necessarily grow up quick, but I wanted them to understand why saving money is important, so that way when they get older, it makes it a little bit easier for them to just kind of be already used to the habit of saving money, because it really is a habit that you kind of have to just learn. And once you do it for a while, then it becomes second nature. So one of the ways we decided to really get our kids into saving money was to open a savings account for them. And if you go over to my blog at farmhouseinthesuburbs.org, I have a list of banks that offer kids savings account, and I give a little bit of information about each of those accounts. So if you're interested in that, I will put the link down in the description box. But for us, we chose a bank that was close to us. It's a smaller credit union. When our oldest turned 5, we made a really big deal about it. We took him. He had saved up a little bit of money beforehand, knowing that he was going to be putting money into his account. And some banks do have a minimum deposit amount and other banks don't. So you will have to check on that before you actually go to sign up. So he saved up his money. We took him. We made a big deal about it. We were really excited for him. And since then, he's been saving money little by little and putting it into his account. So later on in this video, I'm going to show you some of the ways that he makes money on the side, and also we're going to take a trip to the bank and see exactly how much he has. He has quite a bit of money for a 7-year-old, so it's kind of impressive. For our family, we make our children save 50% of all the money that they receive. That includes birthday money, Christmas money, any side chores or activities that they earn money. 50% goes into savings, and 50% they can spend however they want. And the really good thing about this practice is that you don't have to follow what we do exactly. You could open up a savings account at any age and you can save as much as you want. If you think that saving 75% is better, then save 75%. If you think that, 25% is sufficient, then save 25%. The key here is just to make sure that you're being consistent with it, so that your children are kind of just getting used to, okay, here's my paycheck, so to say, and I'm going to set this money aside every time I get paid. Now, for us, one of the important factors in teaching them about saving money is that I really wanted them to understand the value of $1. It's not just, the toy that they want that costs $25. It's not just a $25 value. It's also the value of time. Just because that item was given to them by us doesn't mean that it was free for us. We had to work X amount of time in order to pay for that item. And that's something that I really want them to understand. Like I said, just because it was given to them, it wasn't given to us. And I want them to appreciate a little bit more the time factor that the dollar value has. And in no way, shape, or form do I want my children to feel guilty for asking for things. And I don't mind giving our children things if they're doing well and they're polite and they're in school doing great. Then yes, we do give our children their needs and also their wants from time to time, but we also want them to be able to save up for the things they want on their own. I don't want to give them everything they ask for. It's just not going to happen. So in our house, our children do chores, and we do not pay our children for chores. Cleaning your room and cleaning the bathroom and cleaning up after yourself is basically common decency. For us, we feel like our family is a unit and everybody has their specific role to play. So we all do things in order to keep the house kind of clean and tidy and things like that. I did start paying our younger children, usually from the time they were 3 to 5, just so they could start getting used to not only doing chores, but I wanted them to start learning about money earlier. But once they turn 5, we don't pay them for chores anymore. They're responsible responsible for taking care of their rooms and they're responsible for taking care of their bathrooms. Now, if they want to do an additional chore like wash the car, or if they want to pull weeds out in the yard or things like that, we are more than happy to pay for those services that they want to earn money by doing. So that is one way that they save money, by doing kind of little extra things around the house and things like that. One day, my son came to me. He told me that he wanted a PS4. And you guys, I don't like video games. I guess I'm very old school with that. I would much rather him be out playing in the yard, looking at bugs and digging up who knows what, than to be sitting in front of a video game. So I was kind of worried because there's a lot of kids in our neighborhood and you don't ever see them, and they're all playing inside on their video games. And I just didn't want that to be him. So I told him, I said, look, I'm really not going to be happy with a video game, but if you save up the money, I will let you have one, but we're going to have certain conditions and you'll only be allowed to play it during certain times. I said, if you save up the $500 that it costs for a PS4, then sure, go ahead. So he started thinking of some ways that he could save money, and he came up with an idea to start doing a very dirty job. But it has really helped him to earn a lot of money really, really fast. And what he does is he cleans residential trash cans. Yes, he gets in the trash can all stinky and dirty, and he washes it out and makes it shiny and new. We have trash pickup 2 days a week, which is Tuesday and Friday. So after school, after the trash men come and dispose of all the trash, we go around, we pick up the trash cans, and then he washes it, disinfects it, rinses it all off, dries it, and he charges $5 a bin. He has been doing that for about 3 months now, and he's saved up about $200 total. Now, that 3 months really isn't 3 months worth of work, because he only does trash cans 2 days a week. Since it was winter, I really didn't want him out in the cold, even though it doesn't really get that cold here in Florida, but it was cold enough to where I didn't want him standing outside washing trash cans and getting soaking wet. So there were a couple weeks of that where we weren't doing trash cans at all. So really, when you think about it, I would say it was probably close to 10 days, 10 evenings worth of work, and he made $200. And that by far has been the best thing that he has done to be able to save money quickly. And it worked out perfect because when we were starting to do this, it was right around the holidays, so people didn't want to have stinky, dirty trash cans sitting in their garages and outside. So we had a ton of people who were interested. And another thing that he does is that he sells hot dogs. And I feel like selling hot dogs was good for a weekend event every so often. It was a lot easier to get people to have their trash cans cleaned regularly than to get people to buy hot dogs. But he did make a pretty good profit. It cost us about $30 to buy hot dogs, chips, and drinks, and then he ended up making that day about $110. So he had about like $80, $70 or so in profits from that day, which was awesome. We ended up doing it during one of our community garage sales. So when people were walking around and they were hot and they wanted something to eat for lunch, we had it all set up, and that's how he made a lot of money doing that. My tip for you guys is, if you're trying to look for money, think of all the things you would pay for, things that you don't want to do yourself. Nobody wants to clean their stinky, dirty trash can, but they would definitely pay someone else to clean a stinky, dirty trash can. We have people who are scheduled regularly with us. I even had to make him a website because he had so many people who were interested in having trash cans cleaned. Literally, he's 7 years old and has his own website for his own business. I mean, it kind of got a little crazy. Coming up, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of how he cleans his trash cans. We're going to take a trip to the bank and we're going to see how much money he has. So if you're excited to see how he cleans all of these trash cans and makes hundreds of dollars at 7 years old, then stay tuned.
Today I'm going to be cleaning trash cans, and I'm doing that so I can earn some money for a PS4 or something to play a game.
Oh, very good. So how many trash cans do you have to do today?
2?
Yep, you have 2 trash cans today. So we're going to go pick them up. All right, so this is the inside of trash can number 1.
Hello, Mr. Spider.
And then we have a smaller trash can over here. So we've got our work cut out for us, right, dude?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so we are going to be counting Ben's money, and what we do is we take half of what is in his piggy bank and we put half into the bank, into his savings account, and then the other half we go ahead and let him keep, and he can spend it how he wants. Addie. All right, so we're going to count out some money here. All right, so let's start with the largest bills. So where's the largest bill?
Right here.
Yep. And how many bills do you have? $20 bills?
I have 2, and that 20 plus 20 equals 40.
Yep, 20 plus 20 is 40, so that's $40. Let's go ahead and count your 10s. Wonder, you're in the way.
So I have 2 10s. 10 plus 10 equals 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 40 is 60.
Yep, so that's $60.
60, 65, 70, 75, 80.
80, okay, good job.
82, 84, 86, 88.
88, wow, awesome job, Ben.
Now we have our 1.
So you left off at 88.
89.
$89. So you have about $90. So we're going to take about $45 and you can spend $45 how you like, and then we're going to put the other $45 in your bank account.
Ooh.
How much money do you think you have in your bank account right now?
Couple hundred.
Couple $100? We'll see when we go drop off your money. Hey guys, so I'm sorry that the ending to this video was a little weird. As you can tell, probably, I have been sick for the past couple days, so I had to take a break. I have been sick. My youngest, Addie, has been sick, so it's just been a hot mess. Plus, I've been busy with my new job. I've had to get background check and fingerprints and things like that. So it's just been kind of a little bit crazy the past couple days. But we ended up going to the bank, and when we got his slip to see how much money he had in his account, it said he had about $315, which is a really good amount for a 7-year-old kid to have just in his savings account. But I feel like that's a little off, so I am going to have to do some investigative work. I don't know if we still have his slip from the last time we deposited money. I thought I kept it because it seems like it's a little off. I'm pretty sure the last time we went there, he had over $300 in his account. So I would expect that when he adds another $50 to that, I thought he was going to have about $400 in his account. So I don't know. The numbers just aren't quite adding up. I don't know if we're getting charged fees. I don't know if I'm just going crazy. Either way, it's still a good amount of money for a young kid to have saved up. But I was expecting there to be a lot more money in there, at least another $100 or so. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out. Either way, I'm really proud of him for putting in the work, saving up the money, and I'm excited to hear what you guys do. How do you guys save money? How do your kids save money? Do your kids have any kind of different jobs that they do to earn money? He's been trying to think of different ways to earn money, and especially since summer's going to be coming up here soon before we know it, and I'm sure he's going to want to stay busy somehow, earn a little bit extra cash. And so we're kind of looking at different ways in order to save more money as well. So I really want to hear from you guys. Leave your comments, your tips, your suggestions down in the comment section. and I would love to hear all about that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry the ending to this video was a little off, but I just wanted to kind of catch you up and let you know what happened after we went to the bank. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day, you guys.